Okay. Get hydrated, ladies and gentlemen. We in this bitch. I just did a little bit of a workout back there. Wanted to make this video because my mind is now clear. Clearer than it's ever been. Fucking see these guns. This is the average Siege player. It's not like it's crazy good, but regardless, I'm getting back into fitness. Welcome to 2024. Now, with that in general being said, this video is about Rainbow Six Siege. Obviously, by the thumbnail and the title. And I wanted to talk about how it kind of fell off in the past couple of years and why I don't want to play it anymore and kind of just why I want to throw it to the side, never touch it again. Because recently it's been extremely frustrating. Now, before we really get into this, yes, I am an extremely casual player, and yes, I am absolutely dog shit at the game now. I used to actually be rather good, used to get some pretty good ranks. Sure, the highest I've ever been was silver, and it's pretty obvious. I don't really play ranked too often. It was mostly just casual, and at one point, they used to have a casual record, and one of my friends said I was the Platinum 3 in casual. I have no clue how you could figure that out. I didn't really go to the Siege website or anything like that. But regardless, I used to be very good at Siege, or not very good. I used to be pretty mediocre at Siege and really enjoy the game and play it almost extremely often. That's where I usually got my commentating start, so if you've been around my channel for long enough, you would understand that, oh my god, he started developing commentating on Rainbow Six Siege, made a good couple of friends on Siege, and used to really play it way more than I used to play Call of Duty. As a matter of fact, I didn't buy 3 of the COD games in a row after Modern Warfare 2019 until 2022. So, seriously, didn't play a lot of Call of Duty, always played Rainbow Six Siege. I have 4 days, almost 5 days on the game now as a total of hours spent playing the game. I have almost every single operator unlocked. I spent a little bit of money on the game, not anything too crazy, of course, maybe a battle pass here or there. But past that, I just cannot find the same enjoyment in the Siege as I used to. And I kind of want to discuss it in the video, and I feel like a lot of people and a lot of fans are saying the exact same thing about Siege. I used to watch the Russian Badger a lot, and all these kind of Siege-based people. I used to watch some of the tournaments. Used to watch a lot of Space Station Gaming. Used to be one of my favorite types of esports teams out there. G2 was also really fun to watch way back when, but that's when I was really into Siege. But I feel like recently it's fallen off, and I really want to discuss why. Jinxie, being a very big figurehead in the Siege community, is still trying to breathe life into it and trying to revive the community, but at the same time, it seems awfully obvious that Ubisoft just wants to kill the community completely. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and of course, if you do me a favor, like and subscribe, and let's go talk about why Siege has fallen off. Now, of course, the very first thing I really want to mention as we get into this video is kind of simple. Siege has a kind of lifespan to it, of course. I believe it was released in 2015, if I'm completely accurate. I purchased it in maybe 2017, right? When everything was getting all done. I played it up until 2021, mainly, as my main kind of game and everything like that, and always played that in my free time. And I believe, of course, at one point, Siege was going to fall off based off the community he's had. I mean, it's the same thing with Overwatch. Even before Overwatch 2 was released, Overwatch was losing kind of a certain popularity. Of course, there was definitely certain people that were extremely dedicated to the game and continue to play it today. But in this kind of case scenario, I don't believe that in the end, any game has a complete and utter standard lifespan. Even Fortnite has had its ups and downs. Despite as much as I dislike the game, it is still doing very well with the amount of players it has, and I have to respect Fortnite for keeping them for so long. But when it comes down to Siege, at one point, it was going to fall off when it comes to the amount of fans playing the game and all this kind of stuff, and it's been a couple of years, definitely more than a couple of years, almost a full decade of the game being released, and it's clearly going to be losing a lot of popularity based off of the fact that it's just been so long since the game has started. That's just one of the basic kind of outcomes that somebody can kind of draw from the game, but also another thing is it's very frustrating to play the game in 2023. It is 2024, actually. Sorry, I realize that's a new year. It is so extremely difficult, I believe, to play the game, or frustrating is more the word. Very frustrating to play the game, especially if you're on offense and you have to go through every single possible defensive structure where you have 300 Maestro cams everywhere, you have 17 goo needles, despite the reworks and updates. It just doesn't change the fact that it's always super difficult to have to walk up through a door, look at the sides of the door, look at the goo mine on the ground, make sure you're not vaulting into a frost mat, make sure you don't have 17 different cameras looking at you from Vel cams and portable cameras and everything like that, where every single enemy can know exactly how big your fucking cock is the second you walk through the door. You know, these kind of things are very frustrating for any attacking player to try to play Siege. It's so much easier on defense where you can just hold some sick fucking angle and get any headshots you want. And it's very frustrating because as much as Siege tries to change certain aspects, it just seems to make the game worse somehow. Every single operator has some sort of shit done with it or something wrong with them that it's just super hard to kind of balance, and everybody's still playing the same exact fucking operators basically since the game was released, unless new operators were released, such as Iana. Everybody's playing Iana now. Everybody's still playing Ashe as far as I can tell. The Blitz, Monty, and playing against the Shield is not AIDS if you really understand how you're playing it, of course, logically, but it's still a pain in the ass to play against them, and especially for casual players, especially for a bunch of people who are trying to get into Siege, this is such a big hurdle. I tried to go through the hurdle in the very beginning. It was a very, very difficult experience for me. I remember when all the characters I had were Ashe and all the other main operators in offense and all the main operators on defense, and of course Blackbeard as the one operator that I purchased, and I had to go play that game from start to finish, trying to learn all the controls, trying to learn how to peek and lean through all the corners, trying to learn how to get every single headshot, try to figure out every single attachment and how they work in every single gun, exactly the best positions, and it's such a pain in the ass for casual players, so there's rarely an introduction to new casual players who are going to be playing for a very long time. And of course you do have the competitive players who are also making it absolutely fucking A. So now you don't have any new fans coming into the game. You already have a bunch of fans that are being dropped off because the game has been off for a very long period of time and everybody really wants to play something else. And then we're going to be talking about the next point. The dedicated players that are playing the game are also going to be extremely frustrated. And I mean, we already talked about the Siege professionals and people having to deal with the fact there's 18 gazillion traps on a doorway that can kill you. There's multiple different ways that you can get stunned through a doorway. You have Ellie, you have Echo, you have all these different operators you have to find a way to counter whenever you step into any single room, and you're just absolutely getting butt fucked like it was a goddamn prison rape session. Like, you can't walk in without getting absolutely fucked, and it's really annoying for every single player. Now we discuss that, then comes all the reworks and all the updates that Ubisoft really just makes obvious they really want to kill this game for some weird reason. Why did they update certain things? This is the biggest thing that frustrates me, because why can't you cook grenades anymore? Why? Especially since it's the only good thing about attack is you're able to see, oh god, there's a guy who's holding this corner. If I bank a grenade off this corner and he hits it, oh my god, he dies immediately. Wait, what the fuck am I supposed to do against that? What am I supposed to do? I have to really rush and peek a corner against a guy who's been holding that fucking pixel with his trigger finger just like this? He's ready. He's gonna let go. His fucking Tourette's is gonna automatically kick in. He's gonna seize up and he's gonna shoot some guy walking through the door whether they like it or not. There's not really an opportunity for any attackers or even defenders who are trying to get better at and do with the game to really be able to sit there and maintain something and maintain a certain point and maintain a certain fucking, I don't know, some certain enjoyment into the game. It is extremely frustrating for me, especially trying to get back into Siege and trying to enjoy it more, and because I love the game still, it's still a pretty good game if they didn't continuously fuck it up with different updates, and they continuously fuck it up with different updates. It's as simple as that, and here we are. 2024, a lot of people are leaving. The only people that are joining are people off of Jinxie's streams who go, oh, what's that game? I want to join in. We're going to join in and play this game with them. And it ends up being pretty fine. Of course, you do have a certain amount of people that are still being maintained, and Siege is definitely not the most dead game ever. There's still a lot of people playing it, but I feel like at one point, if they don't find a way to try and make it any way new, with a whole load of new content or any type of new ideas being pushed into the game where they can actually make it easier for casuals and not the stupid 50 level up until level 50 clearance type game mode, because half the time there's just Smurf accounts that just finished their Emerald 3 ranked gameplay and they want to fuck around in ranked next, so they're gonna get up to level 50 in 2 days. Like, that's fucked, and those are the people that are in the level 50 clearance kind of area. But regardless, it's not easy for new players getting introduced in the game. It's not easy for the players who've been playing for a while, who have to keep up with all these new operators, all these new weapons that are coming in, all these new type of peek holes and everything like that for every single type of new person that's coming in. It's very difficult for ranked people to be able to have to walk through a door, find a way to peek, have to be super extremely vigilant of every single possible conceivable thing around them. If there is a smallest hole in the wall, you will be popped in the nutsack and you are gone, you are eliminated. And despite the updates such as not being able to do runouts or spawn peeks, it still doesn't change how difficult the game is the second you get inside. It just means that there's more people that are getting willing, more ready to set up the fucking defense. Like, it's absolutely mind-boggling to me how they haven't really changed any of these factors. And again, I'm an extremely casual player. You could say that I'm absolutely fucking noob and that I'm just dog shit and that's the reason why. Oh my goodness, you're so bad at the game. Nah, nah, nah. And I understand that, and that is fine. I'm shit at the game. I used to be pretty good at the game, and now I'm shit, and now I'm trash. And I understand that, and I understand that part of it is because I left the game, and I also understand that part of it is because the game has become more complex and more difficult, and I haven't really spent the time in trying to get used to it. but it's very difficult to get used to a game that you don't enjoy when you're getting headshotted every 20 seconds, and it's really annoying. The only time that I've enjoyed Siege in any way, shape, or form is when playing with friends, but past that, it's just an anger management class waiting to happen, and that's about it for that. And I just really need to make this video because I don't really like playing Siege anymore, and it's really becoming frustrating, and it's something that I really wanted to talk about. And see if I'm the only one that's actually suspecting that Siege is kind of falling off in its own sense. You can call me stupid, you can call me amazingly ugly in the comments below. More than happy to fucking respond to that if you really hate this kind of take. But in this kind of case, I feel like I'm kind of in the right here, or at least personally in the right with this kind of idea. So of course, if you do agree or if you don't agree, please leave it down in the comments below. I'm more than willing to have a discussion with any of the comments below. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. Of course, if you did, do me a favor, like and subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time. This is The Holy Commentator, signing off for now.